Hello out there, we're on the air, it's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game.
Good evening, or good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I've just been handed this very, very urgent news story from the NHL in regards to this season. This should come as no surprise to anybody. The National Hockey League announced today that the cancellation of the 2012-2013 regular season schedule through November 1st. A total of 135 regular season games were scheduled for October 11th through the 1st of November. The cancellation was necessary because of the absence of a collective bargaining agreement between the NHL Players Association and the NHL. What an absolute... Why don't they just cancel the whole season, for Pete's sake? Gary Bettman, I give him some credit here for actually stepping up and putting forth the 50-50 split, but no, it wasn't good enough for Fair, whatever his name was. So we still have no NHL, but that's okay because we got plenty of hockey here. This, of course, is episode number 2 of What the... with Rob Smyth. Sweaters of the week in the background here. We got the Old Red from Nassau, folks, the Nassau Hockey League in Princeton, New Jersey, where I played many years. And behind me is a practice jersey from the Roanoke Express, which is now defunct, but they were an East Coast League team for about 10 years. I always thought they had a cool logo. I like trains. Roanoke, by the way, is of course, they've made huge locomotive steam engines there, so they're called the Express. I found this at Trenton Titans auction last year, and puts a little bit of bread down on it, and got it. It's pretty cool. Oh, by the way, excuse me for a second. Some of you might have saw in the last video this little canine creature in the background. This is Cindy, our beloved French poodle. Say hi, Cindy. Hello. So if you see her at any point in the background, of course there's no background here, but just wanted to clear that up. There's no crazy four-legged creature running around our house. Now, let's get to it. Let's see. I went down to the Trenton Titans game, okay, the East Coast Hockey League team. It's the only game in town right now, and a couple things caught me pretty cool. Of course, the Trenton Titans right now were just stacked with AHL talent. They have this kid, Aitchison, from the Adirondack Phantoms, was their leading point getter last year, and he's in Trenton this year. Go figure. I don't know why he's not up in the Adirondack now, but he's here in Trenton. They also have this goaltender, I don't know if you heard of him, Nico Hoivanen, a Finnish goaltender, 6'7". He was drafted by Minnesota in 06, 23 years of age. He's got a nice butterfly style. Again, like I said, he's 6'7", which seems to be the theme now. Big goaltenders are in, Pekka Rinne and stuff. And what amazes me with these big goalies is that they can move very, very swift, like from side to side. You know, they're big guys, but they don't have that problem moving at all from side to side. And this kid is pretty good. Unfortunately, he went down with an injury in the game against Reading this past Wednesday, and he hasn't been back since. So, but he's got good numbers. He played in Finland for the Pelicans the past couple of years. And I tell you what, Flyers got a good pick in this kid. As much as I don't like the Flyers, I like this guy. And there he is right there. I got a picture of him, number 41. Got it there, number 41 right there, throwing some punches. There you go. I like him already, folks. He's a goalie who mix it up a little bit. I like it. Now, a lot of guys don't know about in the minors. Just like in every other league, there are these veteran journeymen. You see less and less of it every year in the minors, but some of these guys still do exist. And one of those guys plays for the Trenton Titans, and his name is Ray DeLauro. This guy is a stand-up defenseman, skates very well, very good on the back check, stands up for his teammates, protects his teammates, makes his teammates feel welcome by fooling around. I've seen him in practice and in games, in warm-up, messing around with guys, sloshing them a little bit, you know, just make sure they're paying attention and stuff. But this guy, he went to St. Lawrence for 4 years, and let's see, what else can I tell you about him? When he played for Reading back in 2001, he had a hat trick against the Trenton Titans in 2002. That's pretty good for a defenseman, I'd say. His first goal of the season this past Wednesday, an empty net goal. He's played for 13 ECHL or minor league teams, and this is his 15th team here in Trenton. He actually played one season in Austria and the other in Italy as well. And there he is, folks, right there, Ray DeLauro, from Bensalem, Pennsylvania. There he is right there. Good guy from Bensalem. Local guy, too. He finds it pretty cool that he can basically commute to work, you know, living at home. He's a big Flyers fan, but I'm not going to hold that against him. He's still a great player. Another good player for the Titans right now, the brother of Phil Kessel, Blake Kessel, had a goal Wednesday night against Reading. There he is right there in the white sweaters with the pink for breast cancer awareness month right there. Had a goal last night. Hell of a good player. Let's see. Now, by the way, I'd like to thank you guys for commenting, whether it be on YouTube or Facebook. Peter, a good friend of mine, said I looked a little bit nervous for the first show, and probably I was. You got butterfly jitters. I'm trying to be as camera friendly as possible. Excuse me, Brett, thank you for the comment, man. Keep them coming. Encourage more comments, whatever you want to say. Give me an insult, I don't care. Say whatever you want on YouTube here on my page or on Facebook as well. Just search my name, Rob Smyth, and there's a pretty good chance that I'll come up. All right, now, excuse me. Now, we all love the game of hockey. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here watching this thing or wanting to strangle Gary Bettman and all the guys involved with this lockout. But there are certain things about the game that I don't like. So I put together a top 10 list called my top 10 pet peeve list about hockey. This can be anything, and you can have it from a different perspective. Player's perspective, a fan's perspective. Maybe it's something with the media that you don't like. But, you know, there's some things that just really irritate me. And we're going to start it right now. Excuse me, I got to get this here. Now, the first one on my list is, okay, this is something that's just got to stop. D-men breakout plays. It seems that certain defensemen want to make it as complicated as possible. Hold on a second. Now, here's what I've been seeing a lot at the minor league level, and you even see this in the NHL too. All right, defenseman's behind the net, and put it up here, right there. Defenseman's behind the net. Okay, move this down a little bit. What he's going to do is, this defenseman, you know, they do all these things where he swings around this way, and then he comes around this way, breaks it out to the winger or up the glass. It's a simple thing. You get possession of the puck down below the hash marks here. You look for an out man. You look for a forward. You don't stand there and wait. I've seen guys stand behind the net with the puck right here for 10 seconds. And then after all of that breakout play, you know, they ice it, and it comes back. The face-off comes back the other way. Simple breakout pass. You keep things simple. You keep things smart. Good things will happen. You don't have to worry about turnovers. A simple breakout play here. You know, you got all this room down here to maneuver. You can pass it up here to a forward. The forward can pinch in. I don't care, whatever. But if as a coach, it drives me nuts when I see this, or not as a player. If I'm a coach and I saw that, it would drive me nuts. Simple breakout plays, all this fancy crap and calling plays and stuff doesn't work. Leads to turnovers and twine in the back of your net. And then a puck in the back of your twine, I should say. Now, moving right along here on the list is, You ever see guys, and this is a young guy's thing, you know, they tap their sticks. I'm open, hit me, I'm open, tapping their sticks like maniacs. Does it ever occur to you that when you do that, you draw attention to yourself and you won't get the puck? You won't get a scoring opportunity, you won't get a goal? Can't stand that. Moving right along here, number 8, dumb penalties. Dumb penalties. Now, I should be one to talk. I took a lot of stupid penalties when I played. I had to apologize to my coach. I took one of the stupidest penalties I took. I remember it right now. I was going against a guy. I was coming hard on the back check, and I fell down, and he was skating right beyond me, so I went out and hooked him. After the game, the assistant coach says, look, that was dumb. You got to apologize to the coach. And I'm like, no problem. But I've learned from that. Have I? I don't know. I've learned from that, and hopefully players will do too. Stupid penalties. I'm talking about stick infractions, trippings, slashings, hookings, all that crap, completely unnecessary, and you never know when that will cost you a game or a championship. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped one. I can't count. All right, number 7. There we go. Number 7. Do you know what a face wash is? It's probably the guys that players hate the most on the ice. Darcy Tucker, of course, was a master at that. There he is right there. And, you know, it's tough because if you have an inside of a glove and it's all sweaty right here and it gets wet and it stinks and you shove that guy and you shove that into your face. Now, when we played, we had cages. You know, you have to at the youth level. So it's not as bad as having it raw on your face without having a shield or anything there to protect you. But that is the worst thing I think you can have done to you as a player out there on the ice, having a face wash. I gave many face washes myself because I wanted to instill, you know, the agony of it to my opponents, but oh, it is just absolutely brutal. Number 6. This is something that doesn't pertain to just hockey stuff. When people, and especially guys in the media, say this, there's no excuse. We played well. We are going to win this game. Unless you have that jersey on you as a player, you do not refer to your favorite team as we. I can't stand it, and it astounds me that guys in the media who get paid to do this for a living still do this. It's not we. You want to refer... I've had people say to me, you know, the Rangers would be playing the Devils in the big game. People would say to me, oh, good luck. Good luck in that game. I'm like, what are you smoking? Do you see me out there playing? I wish I was out there playing. I'm not. Don't do that. Don't say we, please. It's a huge pet peeve of mine in any sport. And I don't know. I just can't stand it. Too many fancy plays. Now this, I hate to say it and I hate the profile, but you see this a lot with a lot of French-Canadian players and a lot of European players. They like to do some fancy plays that don't need to be done. Either pass the puck to the open man if you have it, or not. Example would be of the following. Scusi. You know, left wing coming down, and you see, you know, he gets to right about here and stops here in the neutral zone. And then, you know, he's coming on down, and he's got a centerman wide open and a right wing wide open. But he's going to try some fancy little whoop-de-doop-doop-doop-doop play right here because he wants to be like Alexander Ovechkin. And then it causes a turnover right here. There's an odd man rush the other way, and it winds up in the back of your net. All because of a stupid, fancy, selfish play. Pass the puck! They teach you to that when you're in mites, and they should be reiterating it to certain players nowadays. Okay. Now, this particular one is a safety hazard for players on the ice. The no-touch icing. I think it's at the East Coast League right now. I believe it's in the A. It should be in the NHL. A classic example of this is one in Taylor Fadoon. This guy Played for Princeton for 4 years. He's currently with the Oklahoma City Barons. The Oilers got him. He was undrafted, but he signed with them. He was playing in a exhibition game a couple years ago against Minnesota. He was tripped by the Minnesota Wild's Eric Nystrom, fractured his femur during the preseason game in attempting to retrieve the puck in an icing. The second time this has happened in the NHL, and the second time that has led to a fractured femur in the post-lockout area. It could have broken his leg, for Pete's sake. It could have broken his leg and ended his career. Thankfully, he was able to come back, and he's playing right now. What is it going to take for the league to realize that this could be a problem? You want to protect your players, all this horse about protecting the players from concussions and fighting and all this stuff. Well, here's a problem right here. Get rid of it. No touch icing all the way. This guy could have ended his pro career right there, Taylor Fadoon, with his parents getting the all-tournament team awards right there with his parents, Taylor Fadoon, Princeton Tiger, a good guy. They should get rid of that. What's it going to take? Okay, number 3. Number 3 is on the pet peeve list, insistence that different helmet designs are going to help concussions. Okay, and I'm not knocking Messier. A couple years ago, he did that thing where, you know, he invented the helmet and all that good stuff. But it doesn't matter. This is a helmet right here, folks. As you can see, I need one of these to walk around in all the time now. CCM, good solid helmet right there, right? It doesn't matter what's on the inside, what it looks like, what's on it. If your head is in a confined space like this, okay? If your head's in here, it doesn't matter what's on your head, because if you get hit, your head's going to shift back and forth, okay? Looks like a crazy person. Ah, help me. But your head's going to shift back and forth. That's what a concussion is. Your brain actually moves and bounces against your skull. So it doesn't matter if I'm wearing this or anything else. You get hit hard like this. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. You're going to get hurt and you're going to get a concussion. So all of this stuff about, oh, we have this new and improved helmet that's going to help reduce concussions, that's all garbage. It's all for marketing. They would just want to sell it because it doesn't matter what you have on your head. It's a physical game like hockey. You take the responsibilities by stepping on the ice, and, you know, it doesn't matter. Number 2, I can't read. Oh, yes, this is a good one here, folks. This is a good one. Media timeouts. You even see this at the East Coast League now. It used to be, when I was an off-ice official for the Trenton Devils, there'd be one media timeout per period, and it was at the halfway mark of the game. If either team had a power play at the time of the media timeout, it was nullified until there was full strength. Now there's 2, 3, 4 stoppages in a period in an East Coast League game. It's unbelievable. It interrupts the flow of the game. Players get affected by it. And this has been a debate in sports for years. I'm not even gonna go into it too much, but it's snowballing out of control. And finally, the number 1 thing on my top 10 pet peeve list. Ta-da! There it is, right there. I was up all night making that. I want you to decide. I want you, the hockey fan, to think of something. I know this is a great game. It's the best game on earth. It's the fastest game on earth. I don't care what anyone says. But I want you, there's got to be something in your mind that says, hey, I don't like this. I don't like the way this hockey announcer pronounces names. I don't like the lack of a no-touch icing. Anything in the game that irritates you at any level. I don't care. College, junior, college, junior, minor league, NHL. I don't care. Send them to me. Let me have them, and I'll bring them up next week on the show here. You can comment there on YouTube, or you can again find me on Facebook and comment to me there. But I want you to decide what it will be. So there you go, folks. NHL season pushed back. There's still hockey out there. Go out and grab it. Minor league hockey, college hockey, all kinds of stuff. Until next time, keep your head up. We'll see you later. This has been Smyth with What the Bye-bye.